Hello, and welcome to the third part in the Global Competence series. I'm Dr. Joy Okonkwo. In the first part, we defined what global competence is, and we defined it as a multidimensional construct or multidimensional capacity. Capacity in this case is not just merely skill, but it is rather a combination of skills, knowledge, attitudes, and values. So the various dimensions of global competencies refers to like the various capacities that are enshrined in global competence. Now, the first dimension is the capacity to examine issues and situations of local, global, and cultural significance. It means that the person in question carves the practice of effectively combining knowledge about the world and critical reasoning whenever they form their opinion about the global issues. Development in this dimension actually requires one to demonstrate media literacy, that is, the ability for us to assess, analyze, and critically evaluate media messages, as well as create new media content. The globally competent student or the globally competent individual can draw on and combine disciplinary knowledge acquired to ask questions and explain phenomena, and also develop a position concerning a local, global, or cultural issue. Now, the second dimension is the capacity to understand and appreciate the perspective and viewpoint, the worldview of others. This is a very important capacity because it highlights that a globally competent person is willing and capable of considering global problems and other people's perspectives and behaviors from multiple viewpoints. As you acquire knowledge about other cultures, histories, and values, you're able to recognize that their perspective and behaviors have been shaped by multiple influences, and so it may be different from the way you see life. In this capacity, it means that you retain your cultural identity, but you are aware of the cultural values and beliefs of the people around you. For instance, let's say in a class and you notice that maybe your classmate or your coursemate has stopped eating lunch, and only for you to probe deeper and you found out that, oh, the person is engaging in a fast, and probably that concept is strange to you, and you learned about this religious activity of fasting, and you show respect for that. That is not the time to mock or make mockery of the person. You demonstrate global competence by showing, oh, you understand this, that, oh, this is something that they engage in their religion. So we can understand and appreciate the perspective and the worldview of others. Dimension 3 is the capacity to engage in open, appropriate, and effective interaction across cultures. In this capacity actually describes what an individual is able to do when they interact with people from different culture. They understand that there are degrees of formalities. There's actually a situation of intercultural context, and as such, the individual can flexibly adapt their behavior and communication to suit. This dimension also addresses the appreciation for respectful dialogue, desire to understand the others, and effort to include marginalized groups. Now, the fourth and the last dimension is the capacity to take action for collective well-being and sustainable development. Now, this dimension actually focuses on one's role as an active and responsible member of the society. It also refers to one's readiness to respond to a given local, global, or intercultural issue or situations. The globally competent person creates opportunity to take informed, reflective actions and have their voices heard. Taking action may not be something so big. It may be something as small as standing up for a colleague whose human dignity is in jeopardy, or initiating a global media campaign on the internet or in school. So these are the four dimensions. In a nutshell, it involves capacity to examine issues, capacity to understand and appreciate perspectives, engage in open and appropriate interactions, and also the capacity to take action for collective well-being and sustainable development. So these are the 4 dimensions of global competence.